Breaking news, the same attorney general who made her career going after Donald Trump has now been indicted herself. Letitia Tish James, New York's top law enforcement officer, has been charged by federal grand jury on allegations on mortgage fraud tied to her Virginia property, a story that Black Westchester has been following long before the headlines broke. Let's talk about it.
This is the Publisher's Desk with Damon K. Jones, brought to you by Black Westchester Magazine, where life, culture, community, and faith meet truth, power, and purpose.
What's up, family? I'm Damon K. Jones here, the publisher of blackwestchester.com, Black Westchester Magazine. And today we're talking about the breaking news of the federal indictment of New York Attorney General Letitia Tish James, and how this case exposed a deep crisis of integrity in politics. According to the reports on the indictment, James is accused of falsifying mortgage information tied to a property in Norfolk, Virginia, the same property that centers of months of investigation reported by Black Westchester with the information of forensic accountant Sam Antar. In our earlier coverage featuring Sam Antar, we revealed that patterns of financial inconsistencies, missing disclosures, phantom mortgages, and under-recorded property loans. Antar found that James signed an affidavit stating the Virginia property would be her principal residence, yet public records show she never relocated there, a potential violation of her loan agreement.
AG's office, somebody Levy or somebody, is that?
Yeah, Jennifer Levy and another person, a staffer in their office.
So
Really?
Two
people from our office?
Okay, they were called to witness the document. That doesn't mean that they actually saw the document or read the document, but they will invariably be questioned by the feds.
Right.
As the feds should question everybody. But it is unfortunate that she used, if these people have been working during the day and she used them during the day, that's an illegal use of state resources.
Yeah.
Now, on the other thing, you asked the question about the residence, okay?
Right.
If she had actually moved there, around August 17, she signs the power of attorney that's notarized by two members of her office, saying that she intends to make that property her primary residence. Now, the lawyer claims it was a subsequent document before closing where she reaffirmed that it was going to be a primary residence. But let's put all of that aside. Whatever her lawyer says does not matter, because the loan itself was based upon her declaration that it was going to be the primary residence, and that both her and her co-buyer, Shamice Thompson, her niece, were going to occupy it based upon that. Right. So it doesn't matter what she told the bank or didn't tell the bank or whatever. The reality is that's the way the loan was underwritten. It was never corrected. She never sought to say, something, I should be paying higher interest.
Let me amend this.
Now, brothers and sisters, this is the same attorney general who stood before cameras accusing Donald Trump of manipulating property values, while her own filings show some of the same red flags. Antar's analysts also found phantom mortgage loans on her state disclosures, mortgages that don't exist in New York's database, and conflicting data on her Brooklyn property. On your ex, you said multiple phantom mortgages. What do you mean by that?
Let's go back to what I described when she bought the property on Peroni Avenue in Virginia, which is the first of the two properties. The Sterling Street property was the one where she signed the affidavit.
Right.
All right. So the Peroni Avenue property, when I first looked, I saw two mortgages exceeding the value of the property by a ratio of at least 2 to 1. Then I looked and I saw a third mortgage that was never disclosed, and I couldn't find the two mortgages that were disclosed in the financial filings with New York State. These are what I call phantom mortgages. She has also another mortgage that she lists on her financial disclosures in relating to the 296 Brooklyn property, 296 Lafayette Avenue, Brooklyn. That mortgage appears on our financial disclosures to New York State. I can't find it in Acris. So here's the question. Okay, I don't think she made up those mortgages. This is my opinion. Again, I don't want I'll tell you when I deviate from facts to opinion. I don't think that she fabricated those mortgages. What I do think is questions should be asked. Why weren't those mortgages recorded?
Right. That's a
that's the whole purpose of getting a mortgage.
Yeah,
they don't get any protection if it's an unrecorded mortgage. It's just like a regular general debt.
Antar summed it up best. This wasn't one mistake. It was a pattern of manipulation. Right now, the case remains under seal, meaning we don't know what the full scope of the evidence is. But here's what we do know. Eric Serbert, the veteran prosecutor who had handled this investigation, was removed after resisting political pressure to rush the case. He was replaced by Lindsay Halligan, a Trump White House aide and former personal attorney. That move alone raises serious concerns about political interference in what should be an independent legal process. But at the end of the day, when the rabbit got the gun, the shooter better run. And when people might get mad at Trump, but what he's doing, but they have targeted this man for years. And if you didn't think that he was going to get back in office and evidence come up of anybody's wrongdoing and that he was going to press for any type of legal activity against him, you were just fooling yourself.
The two trials in New York, New Yorkers said, 66% said the justice system is politicized. And there's nobody in New York who likes Trump. And still 66% said the justice system is politicized. That's why I think he's not paying the same price for these verdicts, because they believe it is political. And you want to talk about a threat to democracy. When you have this country believing you're playing politics with the justice system, and you're trying to put people in jail or convict them for political reasons, then we have a real problem.
Well, and
General's case in New York, frankly, should have never been brought. And if his name was not Donald Trump, and if he wasn't running for president, I'm the former AG in New York, I'm telling you that case would have never been brought. And that's what is offensive to people. And it should be, because if there's anything left, it's belief in.
So we're not here to defend Tish, or we're not here to attack Trump. We're just here about accountability. And we had Sam Antar here numerous times talking about the evidence that he found. If we want justice to mean anything, it has to apply to everyone. Not just the powerless, not just the political enemies, but it has to apply to everyone. Black Westchester has always said, representation without integrity isn't progress. Our job isn't to protect politicians, it's to protect the truth. And we're going to continue to follow this case as more information becomes public. So stay locked into our channel, man. You know, hit the like button, follow, subscribe, even share it, because we're here to give you the news with the Black point of view. I'm Damon K. Jones. I'm the publisher of Black Westchester magazine. Check us out at blackwestchester.com. Please support us, buy our merch, because independent media is where it's at right now. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, and stay blacktastic. Peace.
Tired of the same emotional politics that lead nowhere. Emotional Politics, Logical Failure by Damon K. Jones is the book Black America needs right now. It exposes the lies, challenges the gatekeepers, and calls for real strategy, not just symbolism. Power starts with truth. On sale now and available in audiobook on Amazon.
Tolerance is for Cowards by Damon K. Jones. This book is not anti-police, it's pro-community. Discover how the extended policing strategy empowers you to demand real public safety justice, and accountability from your local police department. Because the Black community deserves good policing. On sale now on Amazon and Audible. Discover Jesus and Divine Black Masculinity by Damon K. Jones. This a bold blueprint to restore faith, manhood, and purpose in Black America. Because the Black community needs good Black men. Available now on Amazon. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like and share it with others who need to hear the truth. And for exclusive content and behind-the-scenes access, join the Black Westchester Magazine YouTube membership club today. Your support helps us keep independent Black media strong. Support independent Black media with style. Rock Black Westchester merch and represent the news with the Black point of view. Every purchase helps us speak truth to power.
This is the Publisher's Desk with Damon K. Jones, brought to you by Black Westchester Magazine, where life, culture, community, and faith meet truth, power, and purpose.